Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Faith and Finance newsletter. I am Nick, and it's a pleasure to be with you today. So thanks for joining me. Today is part 4 of the series of the snake in your bed metaphor about wealth, and kind of dissecting it and analyzing it, turning the metaphor a few different ways, and trying to figure out what's good, what's maybe not quite right here, and what's the proper way to interpret this. So if you've missed parts 1, 2, and 3. You can go check this out. The podcasts, I think, are like 5 to 8 minutes, so it's not a long listen, but I think it would be an important setup for what we're talking about today. So we've been wrestling with this single question, really, over the whole series, and that's, what is wealth, really? My friend called it a snake, and the warnings behind that metaphor are deadly serious. Jesus and Paul made that very, very clear. But we've also seen that wealth isn't a predator by nature, necessarily. God gave us the ability to create it. It can be leveraged like the sun's warmth, or spread like fertilizer, and channeled like sap into fruit that outlasts us. So which is it? Here's what I've come to believe. Wealth is all of these things, and that's exactly the point. It is dangerous. The rich young ruler proved that. Okay, Paul in 1 Timothy proved that when he talked about people wandering away from the faith. The fool with his barns proved that. Okay, the warnings are very real, and if you just skip past them or assume that you're safe from the reach, the grasp of wealth's clutches, then you are the man sleeping with the snake. But it is also a tool. Zacchaeus proved that. Deuteronomy 8:18 proved that. Every missionary funded, every church planted, every family fed proves that. And if you run from wealth entirely, then you're a tree refusing to hold sap. And a tree without sap bears no fruit. Okay. And again, I mean, just for context, the metaphors can kind of fall down sometimes. Obviously, there are plenty of ways to bear fruit in your Christian life apart from wealth. But the point just being that a tree without sap can't produce fruit. A Christian who eschews the whole idea of wealth entirely is perhaps missing out on many, many fruit-bearing opportunities. So the Christian life is not about choosing safety or choosing generosity. When it comes to wealth, I think it's about holding both of those in tension. Saving for legitimate future needs and also giving sacrificially right now. Building the tree's root system and bearing fruit every season, stewarding the warmth of the sun and refusing to let it pull you into orbit around itself. Wesley called it earn all you can, save all you can, give all you can. That's not 3 separate instructions, right? That's one healthy rhythm, okay? Kind of like amphibians, right? They need water and air. They need both, right? Too much of one will kill them. Too much of the other will dry them out. So they have to constantly be earning, saving, giving, all of that. So I'll leave you with a few questions that I've been sitting with myself, not as a financial advisor, but just as a fellow tree, trying to figure out how much sap is enough and how much fruit is possible. So what would it look like to actually set a finish line in my life, a financial set of numbers beyond which everything else gets given away? What is one act of generosity that I've been putting off until I have enough? If my financial life is the tree, what fruit did it bear last season? And what fruit do I want it to bear next season? Just to be clear, I don't think the snake metaphor was wrong. I really don't. I just think it was incomplete. I think that wealth can absolutely kill you. But it was also designed to flow through you like water through roots, into sap, out through fruit, and into the lives of everyone your tree was made to feed. So when is the last time that my generosity actually cost me something that I would have rather kept for myself? And are there areas of my financial life that I've quietly asked Jesus not to touch? Or have I drawn boundaries around what counts as obedience? You're welcome to check the show notes for all these questions. I would love to hear from you as you are wrestling with these questions yourself in your own personal life. You can reach out to me through email or my website, openhandedwealth.com. But I would love to hear from you. But either way, blessings to you on your journey as you sit with the Lord and wrestle through these things. And I will see you next week.